The distress signal crackled through the void of space, cutting through the usual hum of interstellar communications like a blade through silk. Captain Maya Rodriguez leaned forward in her command chair aboard the Earth Defense Force vessel Prometheus, her dark eyes fixed on the holographic display that materialized before her. "Signals coming from the Vega system," reported Lieutenant Emma Thompson from the communications station. "Looks like a civilian transport vessel, Captain." Maya's fingers drummed against the armrest of her chair as she studied the readout. The signal was weak, fragmented, but the universal distress frequency was unmistakable. What made this particular call unusual was its origin point, deep in neutral space, far from any established trade routes. "Can you clean up the transmission?" Maya asked. Emma's hands danced across her console, filtering out cosmic interference and amplifying the signal. Suddenly, the bridge filled with a melodic yet desperate voice, speaking in accented Standard Galactic. "This is Captain Lyrelai of the transport vessel Moonwhisper. We are under attack by raiders and have suffered critical engine damage. Our crew consists of 17 souls, including civilians. We require immediate assistance." Maya recognized the accent immediately. The speaker was Elven, one of the more reclusive species that had only recently begun venturing beyond their home system. Their ships were elegant but lightly armed, making them prime targets for the pirate gangs that plagued the outer systems. "Lieutenant Williams, plot a course for the Vega system. Maximum warp," Maya commanded. "Thompson, try to establish contact with the Moonwhisper." The Prometheus shuddered as its powerful engines engaged, propelling the sleek Earth vessel through hyperspace. Maya had built her reputation on being the first to respond to distress calls, and she wasn't about to let a crew of innocents fall prey to raiders on her watch. As they traveled, Emma managed to establish a clearer communication link with the disabled transport. The viewscreen flickered to life, revealing the bridge of the alien vessel. Maya found herself looking at Captain Lyrelai, whose pointed ears and luminous silver eyes marked her unmistakably as one of the Elven people. Despite the obvious stress of their situation, the alien captain maintained an air of dignified composure. "Captain Rodriguez of the Earth vessel Prometheus," Maya introduced herself. "We're en route to your position. Can you provide details on your attackers?" Lyrelai's relief was visible as she responded. "3 raider corvettes, heavily armed. They disabled our engines in the initial attack and are now attempting to board us. My crew has barricaded themselves in the cargo bay, but our defenses won't hold much longer." Maya studied the tactical display that accompanied the transmission. The Moonwhisper was indeed in dire straits, her elegant hull scarred by weapon, fire, and debris. The 3 raider ships circled like vultures, their crews likely preparing boarding pods. "Hold tight, Captain," Maya said. "We'll be there in 20 minutes. What she didn't mention was that the Prometheus would be outnumbered 3-1. The Earth vessel was powerful, but raiders didn't play by conventional rules of engagement. This would require all of her skill and experience to pull off successfully. As they dropped out of hyperspace at the edge of the engagement zone, Maya immediately assessed the tactical situation. The raiders had indeed launched boarding pods, and energy readings suggested they were cutting through the Moonwhisper's hull. Time was running short. "Red alert!" Maya called out. "All hands to battle stations! Thompson, hail the lead raider vessel." The view screen shifted to show a scarred human face with cybernetic implants gleaming around his left eye. The raider, Captain's sneer was visible even through the poor transmission quality. "This is Captain Drake of the Corsair Brotherhood," the pirate growled. "You're interfering with a legitimate salvage operation, Earthship. Turn around and mind your own business." Maya's expression hardened. "The only thing you're going to salvage today is your escape pods, Drake. Release the transport vessel immediately, or face the consequences." Drake's laugh was harsh and mocking. "1 Earthship against 3 raiders? Your reputation must be going to your head, Rodriguez." The transmission cut off, and immediately the 3 raider vessels altered course toward the Prometheus. Maya smiled grimly. She had been hoping they would react emotionally rather than tactically. "Lieutenant Williams, execute attack pattern Alpha," she ordered. "Target their engines first." The Prometheus danced through space with a grace that belied its size, her Earth-designed engines providing superior maneuverability to the raiders' cobbled-together vessels. Maya's tactical expertise became evident as she used the raiders' own aggressive approach against them, drawing them away from the disabled transport while simultaneously engaging them in a running battle. The first raider corvette fell to a precisely targeted salvo that overwhelmed its shields and crippled its propulsion systems. The second vessel lasted longer, but Maya's superior positioning allowed the Prometheus to rake its hull with concentrated fire until it too was disabled. Captain Drake's ship proved more challenging, its captain having recognized that he was facing an opponent far more skilled than anticipated. The two vessels engaged in a deadly dance among the stars, exchanging fire while maneuvering for advantage. The turning point came when Maya executed a maneuver that few pilots would have attempted. Using the gravity well of a nearby asteroid, she slingshot the Prometheus around the rocky mass and emerged directly behind Drake's vessel. The raider, Captain barely had time to react before the Earth ship's weapons tore through his rear shields and disabled his engines. With the immediate threat neutralized, Maya turned her attention back to the Moon Whisper. The elven transport had suffered significant damage, but her crew had managed to repel the boarders during the battle. "Captain Lyralay, this is Rodriguez," Maya called as the Prometheus maneuvered alongside the damaged vessel. "Status report." The elven captain appeared on screen once again, her composure now mixed with obvious gratitude. "All crew members are accounted for, Captain Rodriguez. We have injured but no casualties. Our engines are offline, but life support is stable. We'll provide escort back to the nearest starbase," Maya replied. "My engineering team can assist with temporary repairs to get you mobile." As the Prometheus extended a tractor beam to the Moon Whisper, Captain Lyralay spoke again. "Captain Rodriguez, on behalf of my crew and my people, I offer our deepest gratitude. Your intervention saved 17 lives today." Maya nodded respectfully. "Just doing our job, Captain. In Earth's Defense Force, we believe that all sentient beings deserve protection from those who would do them harm." The journey back to Starbase Alpha gave the two captains time to discuss their respective cultures and the challenges of maintaining peace in the galaxy's frontier regions. Maya learned that this was Captain Lyralay's first command, making her calm leadership under fire all the more impressive. As they approached the starbase, Captain Lyralay made a final transmission to the Prometheus. "Captain Rodriguez, you have shown today why Earth's reputation for protecting others is well-deserved. The Elven Council will hear of your actions." Maya smiled as she watched the graceful transport vessel dock safely at the starbase. Another successful rescue mission, another crew saved from the dangers that lurked in the darkness between stars. It was days like these that reminded her why she had chosen to serve in the Defense Force. The Prometheus turned toward the next sector, ready to answer whatever distress call might come next.